Ready.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo les va? Soy CRIPTO y les doy la bienvenida a un nuevo video de mi canal. Vamos a hablar con Panos, que es un berraco haciendo cosas muy interesantes con XRPL y tiene un proyecto interesantísimo que se llama Anodos. Quería hablar un poco con él porque era de los primeros proyectos que encontré en el mundo de XRP. Pero esta entrevista toca hacerla en inglés porque él habla muy buen inglés, pero muy mal en español. Hi, how are you, Panos? I was
Hello,
just
Bernard.
introducing the community, people that will watch, and I was introducing you in Spanish.
Great.
If someone knows it, Panos is a great guy, an amazing developer, and is really recognized in the in the crypto world, especially in XRP Ledger and XRP. Look at his shirt; he has everything. He has
Yeah,
the XRP in his mind. So it's a pleasure to meet you. How are you?
pleasure to meet you. Doing great. Keep very busy with Anodos. We are now, building with Anodos Swap, our AMM platform on XRPL. So yes, everything is going great, and yeah, very happy to be here.
I'm gonna check I had some questions to ask you in advance, but tell me about you. Who are you, and why did you got into crypto, and why are you here? What did you like about it, and why did you develop all this knowledge around the XRP and XRP ledger?
So I'm Panos. I'm from Greece, and I come from a financial background, as I have a degree in finance and accounting. And I learned about crypto as I was starting back in 2016. I learned about Bitcoin initially, and it was actually accidentally as I was scrolling down on Facebook. And it happened to see an article about Bitcoin approaching $1,000. And, that intrigued me. And, once I read, the idea of Bitcoin intrigued me. And I started learning more and more about blockchain technology in general. And in early 2017, I was basically looking for the next Bitcoin as an investor. And I was looking, what other cryptocurrencies there were in the industry. And that's how I learned about XRP. I decided to invest in it because it was very interesting on, the way, they wanted to, be in the industry and like an improved version of Bitcoin. And what Ripple was doing attracted me. So I thought it was a very great idea. And as a finance guy, I loved this concept with payments and trying to disrupt the banking system.
Yeah.
And yeah, my first crypto investment was XRP. Then I started joining some Facebook groups to learn more and connect with other people. But I saw that all these groups were poorly managed. All I saw was just price predictions, charts, and no substantial discussion about the technology, and also scammers and bots that exist everywhere. And in mid to late 2017, I decided to start my own Facebook group focused on the XRP ledger and its developments, news, all this stuff. And yeah, the goal was to educate people about XRPL and also learn myself more. And today, this group has over 30,000 members. So
Wow.
from there, it was the reason I started focusing a lot on crypto education. So yeah, through this group, I have learned a lot. I've created a lot of connections, a big community, and that led later to 2020. I founded a consulting firm with a focus to educate both individuals and businesses on blockchain technology. And since then, I advised several crypto projects and companies. Then in 2022, I published my first book called Understanding the Crypto Economy. And last month, I also launched, the second version.
Wow.
And finally, a few months back, we launched Anodos with some other people. And here we are building on XRPL.
Where can we buy that book? Can it be bought in Amazon or?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. Yeah, both as an ebook and paperback or hard cover, whatever everyone prefers. Yeah, it's called Understanding the Crypto Economy. Yeah, and anyone can buy it.
Where are you from? Which city? I've been into Greece some time
I'm
ago,
uh,
but
I'm in Thessaloniki, it's the second biggest city
yeah,
of Greece after Athens. Yeah.
yeah, it's huge. I was in Athens and I went also to Corfu.
Oh, great. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah,
It's
it's
amazing
great.
place.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Okay, great to see you. Great to know that you have all this experience. And I have a big question that I haven't understand at all, and probably you know more than anyone else. I was checking it that XRP. What is the difference between XRP Ripple and XRP Ledger? Can you develop something around that? Because I thought that XRP had no smart contracts and there was no evolution. I need to know more about it.
So yeah, there has been a lot of confusion and misinformation around XRP. It's a long history, which started in back in 2011 with three developers, essentially three Bitcoin developers who wanted to actually build a better Bitcoin without mining. So that what sparked the idea of XRP and the XRP ledger. So in 2012, these three developers completed this platform, launched the XRP ledger, and a few months later, with some other people, they decided to found a company now called Ripple. With a goal to build on top of XRPL and focus on their own use case. So to begin with, the XRP ledger is an open source and decentralized blockchain. It's independent of Ripple. Yes, Ripple, is a big member of the community and the ecosystem. They have done a lot. They have the founders, basically the XRPL creators and founders are from Ripple. So there is a connection, but ultimately they're independent. Anybody can build on XRPL, and in the end, Ripple is just another project building, like the hundreds that already exist right now, and building their own applications for their own business model.
Okay.
So yes, I mean that's the difference. I mean Ripple is just one party and one project on XRPL, and XRPL is a decentralized blockchain, just like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and every other public blockchain that anybody can build on top of it. And about the smart contracts you mentioned, many people think that XRPL is just for payments, but that's not true because yes, it doesn't. XRPL doesn't have native smart contracts, but it has smart contract-like features built into the protocol. So, for example, XRPL was the first blockchain to introduce a decentralized exchange. So, since 2012, it was the first ever DEX. Since then you could also create tokens. For example, Bitcoin exists as an IOU on XRPL since 2013. So basically, XRPL started the DeFi movement. It has been DeFi since before it was called that way. So basically, XRPL and its creators invented DeFi, and you can see like other features like escrows, checks. There are many great features that most people are not aware of that basically work like smart contracts, but they don't natively have this functionality, but they work on a very similar way.
So XRP Ledger came before Ethereum. I don't know Ethereum when it started, but
Well,
just or it
Ethereum
was like at
starting,
the same time.
yeah, well, Ethereum launched I think 2015, so
It
about
was
3 years
4 years in
later.
advance.
Yeah. So yes, there are some differences. I mean, Ethereum has like EVM smart contracts. They have built their own model. And yes, Ethereum is more flexible because you can build like more complex applications, with more complex logic, which you can't necessarily do on XRPL. But there are pros and cons on every scenario.
Okay. But which is the, or what is the, sorry, what is the conflict between the two communities? Because I've seen it, and I asked someone that knew something, but it's really like a big war between the both communities.
So the conflict is because of the SEC lawsuit that they brought to Ripple and tried to go against XRP. Ethereum, seem to have gotten uh, favorable regulations. So they have been cleared. We have seen some uh, conflicted interest inside the SEC. So they have benefited Ethereum and they have cleared them from any regulations. So I think that's the conflict there between the SEC and how they have the relationships that they have had with the Ethereum Foundation and the whole ecosystem.
I know that is, and I've been also like a big fan of XRP, and I feel like being part of XRP army, and I see all these conflicts between both, and sometimes I see a video of a Spanish guy that is always giving a hard time to Ethereum. But I also believe and know that Ethereum is huge, and what they've developed is amazing. There's a lot of L2s over Ethereum, EVMs, and all kind of good things going around the Ethereum. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's what.
if we leave these things, these conflicts aside, as a technology, they introduced a very important concept, which is EVM smart contracts, which this played a crucial role in the adoption of the industry as a whole. And Ethereum is a huge ecosystem. They have thousands of dApps and thousands of projects, so they played a big role in terms of adoption. And you see now most of the other chains. You have Solana, Avalanche. They are all inspired by Ethereum and the EVM smart contracts. So yes, I mean, other than these conflicts and all these bad things going on, which are related mostly to regulations and certain people, as a technology, yes, it's very important. And I've also been a huge fan of not just Ethereum, but also generally EVM chains. Big fan of Avalanche, and uh, innovation going there. DeFi as a whole, Web3. So yes, I mean, I'm not a maximalist. I support the industry as a whole. I'm a user of many chains, so I'm not just focused solely on XRPL, but XRPL is my number one. We're focusing there. But yes, I mean, there are a lot of innovations and change to look out for.
I wanted also to ask you, what is, if XRP Ledger came in beforehand, before Ethereum. Sorry that we talked about some questions, I'm just into these questions and into this theme. Why hasn't XRP Ledger grown as big as Ethereum? What has been straining down the XRP Ledger?
So there are many reasons for that. I mean, it started in 2013 from some Bitcoin maximalists. When Ripple and XRPL launched, uh, they started getting some hate from Bitcoin maximalists because at the time it was basically the only Bitcoin competitor. So if you go back to the Bitcoin forum, which is one of the most popular crypto forums dating back from the early days of Bitcoin, you will see that some people were even paying other people in Bitcoin to say that Ripple and XRP are a scam to avoid people from investing and using XRP. So you also see that through the years that has expanded to the media. Crypto media has spread a lot of misinformation about XRP, saying it's centralized, it's designed just for banks, so that has played a big role and hindered XRPL's adoption. And then it's also about the XRP community, which is mostly focused on Ripple and their own use case. We are focusing on banks and payments. And until the last 2 or 3 years, most of the community didn't even know that the XRPL has a DEX and other amazing features. So yes, there are many factors, many things that led to that. From the misinformation to the crypto media to the way Ripple and others marketed XRPL. But yes, right now I think thankfully that has started to change. We are seeing for the first time multiple developments, like the AMM. We are seeing the EVM sidechain and a sidechain ecosystem, a bigger focus on DeFi and other features. So yes, a lot of mistakes have been done in the past, but right now I think we are in a good traction.
Ah, that's amazing. That's amazing. When I started researching around the XRP, I thought it was Ripple. Ripple was the same thing
Yeah,
as XRP. That was my same view at that time. And as soon as I saw that there was someone developing something in XRP Ledger that is called a guy called Panos and Anodos and all these things, I said, there's something more, and they're starting something new. I thought it was new, but as you're explaining, XRP Ledger came beforehand, and there's a lot over 100 projects inside, and I'm just starting to interact with them and just learn about them. Exum is an amazing wallet that is
yeah,
great,
yeah.
and
It's the best wallet in my opinion for XRP for the XRPL ecosystem. Yes, I mean they are amazing. The XRPL Labs team is amazing. So yeah, I think they
and
have also played a big role in the XRPL's adoption.
and what I saw is that I'm gonna show. Oh, I always show this because I have a Tangent wallet,
Oh, great.
and I use it and it works, and it helps me control my Zoom wallet.
Yeah, it's a great
Uh,
way to have like cold storage. Have your private keys in offline. So yes, I think it's a great combination to combine these two.
and I didn't knew it. I had both. I had the Tangent wallet and the Zoom. And as soon as I started like trying to use Zoom, it asked me for the wallet, for the Tangent wallet. So it controlled my assets there. It was amazing, and
Yeah,
I'm just starting to learn. I also got to learn about XRP Healthcare, another project that I believe it's amazing. And but I wanted to tell you, I had a chat this week, or it was past week. I think it was at the beginning of this week, with a guy that is called it's called Raul Sanchez. He's from Mexico. He's a great YouTuber around XRP. And I asked him, "Do you know something about Anodos and what Panos is doing?" No idea. He only knows about XRP and Ripple. And if you go all the way and ask all the other guys that are talking about XRP, they're saying the same things. They don't know about XRP Ledger. So I believe there's a lot of development and a lot of talking around the XRP Ledger that can happen. And in turning the page to the next question, I want to know more about your project, about Anodos, and if you can explain a little bit about it and tell us what it is and where did it come the idea from?
so at its core, Anodos is a software development company, and our mission is to develop a suite of different applications targeting different use cases. And the goal is simply to make it easier for everyone to access and utilize blockchain technology. Uh, and our vision is not just being just a software development company, building apps, but also driving education within the crypto industry and collaborating with other builders and projects to grow the industry. So we really just want to contribute to the XRPL ecosystem and hopefully contribute to its mass adoption as well. And we have started with Anodos Swap, which is a one-stop platform for easy access to the XRPL's upcoming automated market maker. And users, will be able to trade and swap assets, provide liquidity, and easily manage their portfolio. So right now, yes, what you see is launched on DevNet because it's not launched on mainnet yet. It's currently being voted by validators. And the goal
Okay.
is to make it as intuitive as possible, not just for the XRPL community, but also newcomers and non-crypto native people.
So it's still in testnet at this moment.
Correct, that's correct, yes. Since, AMM is not launched on many yet, we launched that on DevNet so people can test it and practice and generally learn more about the AMM.
Okay. So there's two questions that I have. It's more on the technical part. I believe it will be easier for you to answer. Um, what is an AMM? I know what it is, but probably you
Yeah.
can explain people in a like a 5 year old what is an AMM and how it works and inside the XRP.
So in simple terms, an AMM is a type of decentralized exchange where you can trade assets without a middleman. And the way it works is that through the help of liquidity providers that provide actually these assets, it's like you're essentially lending the assets to the protocol, to the AMM, so other people can trade. So, for example, let's take XRP and USDC. You can create a pool of this pair, XRP and USDC. You provide equal value of these tokens. And then the other people, the traders, can actually use your liquidity, your assets to trade. For example, you want to trade $100 of USDC to XRP. You know, if there is enough liquidity provided by liquidity providers, you can make that swap easily. So it's just a mechanism for people to trade different assets without any middleman in an automated way. And yeah, AMMs use like an algorithm to calculate prices and make things like simple in a in an easier way for people to trade. So yes, in simple words, it's just a decentralized exchange or a marketplace for people to trade different assets.
What I've seen in several places is that there's bots that are like front running your operations. So this AMM will avoid this, or how does it work? I don't know.
Yes, I mean the AMM on XRPL has some unique features, and because it's very fast, it's actually front running is very difficult. So it's not like Ethereum, which takes, for example, it can take from 30 seconds to minutes for a transaction to be completed. On XRPL, it happens in 3 to 4 seconds. So it's very difficult and not efficient to do something like that. And it also has some other unique features like a two-way interoperability between the existing DEX that exists since 2012, which uses order books, which you can, like a centralized exchange, you can provide limit orders.
Okay.
So in that way, you can trade assets through limit orders. So it connects the AMM with a current DEX for to make this more efficient. And when you trade, it will go through the more efficient route, to give you the best prices. So that's a big feature of the upcoming proposal. And there is also the auction mechanism, the continuous auction mechanism, which allows arbitrageurs to like bid and then be able to trade with near zero fees. So that solves some the price differences between the AMM and some other marketplaces or exchanges. And it also gives an incentive to liquidity providers to reduce impermanent loss, which is a risk you have as a liquidity provider. So yes, the XRPL AMM has some unique features that you don't find on other AMMs and other chains. And yeah, so it remains to be seen how it will work on the real life.
So you were talking about the validators that are the ones that are approving or not these new changes to the XRP ledger.
Correct.
That was the next question I had to ask you, because there's some places I've heard, or there's some bad information about it, that there's that the validators are owned by the same people in Ripple, so that the project is not decentralized, but it's supposed to be centralized. I heard there are around 45 validators. I don't know how many are there at this time.
So the way the XRPL works is that you have the nodes, you have the validators, and then you have the UNL validators. So you have a simple node which, for example, can submit transactions. If you have a project like us, we can run a node to fetch some data, submit our own transactions. Then you can run a validator to be able to participate in the network And although you don't actively participating in consensus, uh, at this time there are, for example, about 150 validators.
Okay.
But on the UNL, actually there are many UNL. Anyone can propose a list, which is actually the most trusted validators. And the XRPL Foundation, not Ripple, in the past was Ripple, but currently the default list is proposed by the XRP Ledger Foundation, which is supported by community members. And they propose a list where, to be trusted, for example, to be able to participate in the consensus, you must be like a good validator based on some terms. So once you get into that list, you can participate in consensus and vote. Your vote counts when it comes to proposals. And if you see right now, there are 35 UNL validators, but there are 35 different entities and projects. So no project is allowed to have more than one validator in the list. So Ripple has one. In the past, they had like 3 or 4. So right now, based on
But
the XRP Ledger Foundation, they only have one. So everyone has one. So you are not allowed to have like more power. So that makes it even more decentralized. So it's not like Ripple has any control, or any party can have any control over the network. So yes, that is a decentralized way to, for an entity or project to have like just one vote and not more in the network. So as it goes, the network grows, and I think it's becoming more decentralized. So yes, you see that on some media and some people saying that Ripple controls the network, but you can actually see, everything is public, everything is live. You can see that this is not true. The network is very decentralized, and there are many different entities supporting and voting for the network.
wow, this is good news, and it's new news for me because I had no idea, and probably the people that are going to watch this video will understand a lot about XRP Ledger, XRP, and the difference between this and Ripple. I know they have a big power because they are huge and they are recognized, and obviously what happens with them affects in one way or the other to XRP. So, and probably the rest of the ecosystem of XRP Ledger. How do you get to have a node, and how do you get to have a validator? This is something that I'm just
Yeah.
curious about.
So essentially, it's running a server. So yes, you just like, you cannot like build from scratch with from your home. You can build your own server, like rent a cloud server, and then you can see like information on xrpl.org, which is XRPL's website. And yes, for some you need like some basic coding knowledge, but it's relatively very easy to launch a validator or node and start participating in the network and see how everything works. Yes, but as a project, I think it's our responsibility to contribute to the network and not load the public infrastructure. So we are on our own, and yes, I think every project should do that. And yeah, it's a great way to also learn more about the network and how it works.
Wow, no, this is like a masterclass for me. I appreciate your explanation, and I was showing just I've shown while you talk. I've shown the XRP Ledger webpage. Anyone, I'm gonna click here and share the web link.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
in this
and
website, you basically have everything you need to learn or do as a developer, or everything you need to learn, or want to do on XRPL. It has all resources you need. So yes, it's a great website to learn about XRPL.
And here I'm sharing the information about Anodos Finance. That is the project that Panos is the CEO here, and I really really appreciate that. I just wanted to learn more, and I hope I can bring you more to the channel and ask you. But before saying goodbye, what do you believe will be the price for XRP during this bull run, or do you believe we are in a bull run? This is like a bet.
Yeah, I'm trying to always avoid price predictions because I'm an investor, yes, but nobody knows what the future will bring, and I think it's most important to focus on the actual adoption, because if you focus on the technology and what is happening on its web network, for example, on XRPL as an XRP investor, if you start focusing more on the developments, for example, the AMM that is now hopefully will bring more users, more adoption, and what that will benefit XRP's price as well. So yes, if you focus on the development sides and what is happening, price increase will come, but how much nobody knows. I mean, we can only hope. So yes, I'm trying not to focus on price predictions. Just wait. I'm just waiting to see. I have some plans and some targets on myself. For example, I would love to see XRP at $10. I think that would be a great price in the future. But it's not up to us. It depends on many things. It depends on the industry as a whole and how the adoption for XRPL will go. But I'm very confident, and I think things are great right now for XRPL. Many developments and many things to be excited about.
I've been reading a lot, and as soon as I post a video on XRP or anything, someone says, like you just told me, the XRP is a scam. XRP is terrible. It's bullshit. Sorry for the bad word. It's no. Everyone talks bad about it, and they also thought that having all these XRPs inside the escrow, Ripple's escrow. I have a visit from my little kid here. Hola, Chino. Para mí, te lo puedes comer. My little kid is sick. So what I was going to ask you, the money that is inside the escrow, sorry, not the money, the XRP that are inside the escrow that they're releasing once a month, that is a way to affect the price. So I don't know.
So, yeah, Ripple holds a big amount of XRP, and in 2017 they decided to lock most of it in escrow to give like certainty to the markets and the community that they can just sell it or do anything bad right away. So they decided that 1 billion XRP will be unlocked every month, and that is public information. I mean, XRPL is open source and public. You can see Ripple's wallets, everything that is happening through their site. So every information is public. It's not like nobody knows, or they are there's a lot of misinformation. Like Ripple is selling this 1 billion XRP, but you can see like that on average they have been using like 200 million from this 1 billion. So what is not used, they just lock it again for the last month. So yes, Ripple is holding a lot of XRP, and if you look at the volumes and the calculations mathematically, it doesn't really affect the price, because if you see the volume, the total volume of XRP, which is at billions of dollars on daily basis, which on monthly basis can be like tens of billions or more. You can see that Ripple is selling about 200 million per month, so that's roughly $100 million. So you can see that's a tiny amount compared to the actual volume and trading activity happening. So yes, it doesn't really affect the price of XRP. I mean, if they sell more, I mean, if they were selling like 1 billion XRP, maybe that it would affect. But as of now, we haven't seen that. We have seen many periods where XRP price has been rising, while Ripple, was selling big amounts. So I wouldn't say that they affect the price a lot or in a significant way that the people should care about.
Just sharing and talking about this question and what happens daily. Today, we see that in 24 hours, the trading volume is 1.1 billion. That will be 33 billion a month if we do like a calculation. And so it's what you say is It's tiny.
Yeah,
It's
and Ripple,
less than 1%.
and Ripple, yes, sells about 100 million in dollars over a month and gradually. So you can't really say that they have like a big effect on price. I mean, there's a lot of bigger demand coming. So yes, it's not a big of a problem. I mean, Ripple is also using this money they have used all these years, not just for their own reasons. I mean, they have been selling for ODL, which is their cross-border payment solution, but they have also been using this money to expand the ecosystem. They have like an XRPL grants initiative launched, and they have made some investments across the XRPL ecosystem. So it's not like they're just selling and taking the money. They're also contributing to the ecosystem, and they have done a lot all these years. So I think it's net positive.
Oh, this is amazing to know. I've been learning a lot today. I appreciate your explanations. So we have XRP Ledger. Ripple is one of the 100 or more projects inside XRP Ledger.
Yeah,
So
in
this is
fact,
like a great conclusion that we can have here. Obviously, what happens to Ripple affects all the community, all the ecosystem, but the same will happen if Anodos grows huge.
yeah, but I mean, I would say right now that the XRP ecosystem has over 1,000 actually projects. If you see the metrics, there are many new projects that have come out the past 12 months. So
Okay.
if you go to the xrpl.org, you will see there is a table mentioning the projects. You'll see there
I'm
are
gonna
over
show that one.
1,000.
Let me
Yeah,
let me look for it. Where can I find it? XRP jobs, dev blog, XRP grants.
I think
Uh,
that there are use cases. I think it's on that page.
Use cases. Take a
Yeah,
look at this ones, guys. Here are all the projects that are involved, and as you say, there are over 1.5, 1,500 apps or more created
exactly.
inside the
And,
project.
and Ripple is just one. So I would say, yes, Ripple is a big component right now and has been all these years. And yes, they hold a big amount of XRP, but I would say that is Ripple that needs XRP and not the opposite at the moment. It's because XRPL is growing at a very fast level. It has many projects already. So, like, if Ripple goes away, I mean, yes, there will be like a negative impact, but XRPL will continue to operate without issues. It will continue, the rest of projects, hundreds of thousands of projects will continue to work on the XRPL and building their own applications. Like we as Anodos, we will continue to. So in the past, for example, before 5 years ago, you would say that if Ripple went away, the impact will be bigger on XRPL. But right now, the XRPL has grew a lot,
Okay.
and Ripple is just one of the over 1,000 projects. So yes, it's time to start focusing
On the
on
other ones.
on the many other projects and the amazing things that other builders are building.
So tell us what is the future of Anodos. What are you building? You have already this app that you're building. What else are you planning to have?
So we have many plans, and are focusing mainly on DeFi, and we would also like to focus. The reason Anodo started initially was to simplify crypto investing because we got like many people that wanted to invest in crypto, but it seemed very complex to them. So we wanted to simplify this procedure, and we're actually building on a solution to like a multi-chain app that will simplify crypto investing. So anyone will be able to invest in crypto in a few simple steps. That's another app we are currently working on, other than the AMM platform. And other than these two, we also have some other plans for the rest of the year. We would really love to focus on real-world asset tokenization and payments as well.
Okay.
So yes, we are targeting for 3 or 4 applications by the end of the year. Uh, and yeah, we would love to also get the feedback of the community. As Anodos is, we want like Anodos to be community led. So we want to listen to the community, what they want to see in the ecosystem, what apps they want to use, and yes, we are ready to build whatever the community wants.
And two questions about that, about what you just said. Is that an on ramp and off ramp also idea? to invest
Not
in
exactly.
crypto or not?
It's actually a DeFi, decentralized protocol, where anyone will be able to like invest in a decentralized way. You can think of it like a trustless asset management platform.
Okay.
So,
Well,
like we can create different portfolios with asset allocations, everything on chain, and people will be able to invest like with stable coins and with automated adjustments, automated way. Uh, on ramp will be there, of course, to simplify everything. But you can think of it like if you want to invest right now on DeFi and like stake, take advantage of the DeFi opportunities, you need a lot of time to do that, and especially beginners are not very familiar with it, especially with crypto wallets. And it's like going from 0 to 100. So it's like very complicated for beginners, and we want to simplify all this. We want to like abstract wallets, enable like social Web2 logins, and with that way make it super simple to onboard on crypto and blockchain technology. That's the
it will,
vision.
it will be multi-chain or only focus on XRP
No, that will
ledger?
be multi-chain. So
Okay.
yes, it will focus on many chains and many assets across the industry.
I should recommend some project that I found that is more like, I believe it was more like a farming or second. At this time I don't remember exactly all the things that they did, but they were working more on stable coins. But it's called Mosaic Finance. It's on BSC, is Binance Smart Chain, and I found that they are doing amazing stuff. I recommend you to take a look at that one, and they have a coin that is Moss, and
Yeah,
it's amazing and it's really well done. Just to
yeah. I mean,
take a look at it.
there's a lot of innovation generally happening in the industry, across many chains, and yeah, I think it's really important to not focus only on one chain or one asset.
Sure.
Look at other chains as well. Look at the innovation and the opportunities that other ecosystems have. So yes, just be open-minded and embrace the innovation that's happening.
And the other question that I have, the other question that I have at this time is I forgot about it. No, I know. Can we have NFTs inside the Anodos, inside XRP Ledger? Are they available to use? I don't
Yes,
know.
yes, I mean last year, since last year, NFTs are a built-in feature on XRPL. So you can create NFTs, and there are many NFT collections already, many NFT marketplaces, like on XRP Cafe. There are many things going on around NFTs. And as Anodos, we are also looking to integrate NFTs into our system and apps. We have
Okay.
some innovative ideas that I'm not ready to discuss right now, but in the future, we will reveal more.
Wow, amazing! Because I got to the NFTs when you started talking about the idea of multi-chain and all this. I'm involved in, or I've been following another project that they just changed from only one chain. They had like six, and now they can invest in multi-chain. They do a lot of stuff with the NFT market. They have marketplace. So
Yeah, I
that
mean,
was
when it comes to NFTs, I think it's important to clarify that when most people hear about NFTs, they think like JPEGs, memes, and just pictures. But NFTs is a technology where you can actually utilize and leverage for many things. And we are mostly interested in real world assets. For example, there is a big use case around NFTs and real estate or tokenization, which we would like to explore. So, there are many real world use cases that you can leverage NFTs. So there are a lot of more things than just pictures or memes or you know uh, things that most people are imagining of.
Yeah, I know. I've been involved in this project. They have economic benefits inside a big investment in the real world. So you buy one of these NFTs. It's kind of a share on that project, and that's what I know Panos is explaining here for people that don't understand what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Many opportunities and many things you can do with NFTs.
I have there was a Colombian, just talking about Greece and Colombia, that I just she lived some time ago. During the pandemic, during the pandemic, she started designing the GP the images in NFTs, and she sold them for $5, $15. I don't know how much. And she got really, really important, and she decided to. She was really famous, and she started selling them, and they turned out to be, well, not $5, but $1,000 or over $10,000. It was amazing how she grew. And this girl is a young girl. She came all the way to Greece, to Athens, and sold a guy a big picture that he bought in an NFT, but he wanted to put it in a big wall. So in Mykonos, he went to Mykonos, and she went to Mykonos and draw all the painting, took all the measurements in the wall, and then designed this small NFT. It turned out to be a big picture that was sold over. It was, I think, she sold it for $750,000.
Great.
So it was that was like a utility of the NFTs a couple of years ago, but now there's another stuff going around
Yeah,
NFTs.
I mean, yeah, even for creators, artists, musicians, NFTs unlock new opportunities and new business models. And Web3 as a whole, which is the umbrella, offers a lot of opportunities. Not just for creators, for businesses, basically for everyone to unlock and leverage this amazing technology.
So okay, no. Anodos, I don't. Anodos, Panos, Panos and Anodos. I wanted just to say thank you. I appreciate your time. I hope I can invite you several times more and know the evolution about your project and all the knowledge you can transmit to the community in Latin America. It will be amazing to have you back here, and I really really am happy to have you here in the channel and explain someone and myself that XRP Ledger exists, is more than Ripple, is more than XRP. I hope Ripple does great. I hope that XRP goes up to the moon, and I hope the Anodos project goes great. And all the other projects in XRP Ledger in the same thing. So I appreciate your time, and thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, and looking forward to our next call.
And your English is amazing. I'm sometimes I'm missing some words, but it's okay.
Thank you.
It's not my native language, and I don't use it all the time. So
It's actually
sometimes I miss it.
It's my third language as well. So yeah.
Sometimes I miss words.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a pleasure, and I'm gonna say bye in Spanish. Adiós a todos, muchas gracias por estar acá. Los invito a que vean el proyecto de Anodos, ahí lo puse en el link, anodos.finance, ahí pueden buscar toda la información del proyecto que maneja Panos, y lo pueden buscar, sorry, do you have your link to your x.com, to Twitter? It will be Panos?
Yeah, mine is Panos Mech, while for Anodos is Anodos Finance, all together.
Panos.mech? No, M-E-G?
Panos Mech, all one word, Panos Mech.
Mech. It will be something like this. And if you don't find it, sorry, I wrote it wrong. Panos Mech. And that will be, it's like this?
With K in the end.
With a K, okay. Quitar. I'm going to erase this one. Borrar comentario. And so everyone can follow you after being here. Panos M-E-K. And it will be like this. Acá los invito a que lo sigan en Twitter. Escribe unas cosas súper interesantes y hay mucho por aprender. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Panos. Have a nice night there.
You too.
Good evening.
Adiós, everyone. Bye-bye.
Ciao.